All right, folks, we're gonna make some smoked beef chuck short ribs. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna open these bad boys up. And we're gonna season them. To doctor these up today, we're gonna go with Heath Rile's Competition Barbecue Rub. We're gonna coat all sides evenly of each one of these ribs. You can trim off some of the fat and the silver skin from them. You don't need to. Now some of these are gonna cook down, especially your little ones. They'll cook down into much of nothing, but you know, they're still good. So once you're done coating all these with the rub, right, you're gonna wanna let your ribs come up to room temp. Let them sit for half hour, 45 minutes. All right, now that we got these all seasoned up, like I said, we're letting them come up to room temp. We're gonna let them rest, and then we're gonna get them on the smoker. All right, folks, now that we got them ribs all seasoned up, we're gonna fire up the smoker. We got the Traeger 36 Pro. I'm gonna go over how to light the smoker real quick properly, because if you do it improperly, that first smoke that comes out is combustible, and you can actually pop the lid on your smoker and do some damage to it. First thing you gotta do is you gotta open your lid, right? All smokers work on the similar properties, right? This is the Traeger 36 Pro. So we'll come here to our dial. If it's off, you turn it on and you put it to smoke. We're gonna let it come up. You'll see the smoke come out, and then I let it get up to a temp about a little bit over 100 degrees or not. When you're firing up your smoker, check your hopper. So if your hopper's, you know, not really full, now's gonna be a good time to put some pellets in it. That way it don't run out while you're in the middle of your smoke and you gotta stop and reset everything and reprime your smoker. That's what you don't wanna do. Pellets come typically in bags like this. Don't leave this bag outside. Don't want it getting moist from humidity, rain, or anything. I leave my stuff in a 5-gallon bucket. Keeps it dry. Add me a little tub of that. Dump it in your hopper. We're gonna fill that hopper up. Look at that, we got that first smoke coming out right now while we're filling up the hopper, folks. So after that initial smoke comes out, we'll let it come up a few degrees, close the lid, bring it up to about 250 so that we can throw them there chuck ribs on. All right, so here we are, that first smoke that come out, right? The combustible stuff is gone. We are at around 100 degrees. That means we're good to go and close the lid. Now we're gonna bring it up to 250, like I said. Crank it up, 250. All right, now we got the Traeger up to about 256, which is 250 in electric smokers term. It's gonna vary a little bit, plus or minus a few degrees on an electric smoker. We're gonna grab these short ribs. For those of you that like them rubber gloves, you can do that too. Throw these bad boys on this here smoker. I like to take the thicker pieces, right, and put them a little bit towards the back. The smaller ones I keep towards the front. The back area is where more of your heat comes up and flows through on your smoker. You want to put your bone side down when you're doing a chuck rib. When you got smaller, thinner ones like that right there, those are the ones you want to put more towards the front. Close the smoker. Now we're gonna let that go for about 2 to 2.5 hours till those ribs get up to about 175 degrees, and we're gonna wrap them. We just had our smoker open for a while, right? What's gonna happen? The temperature's gonna drop. Sitting at 190. Don't freak out. It's gonna come back up to temp. We've been running these for about an hour and 45 minutes right now. We're gonna temp them. Open up our grill. And we wanna check out like one of the biggest, thickest ones, right, in the back. We can see we're running, so they're running right around 145, right? Another 45 minutes, they'll be right around 170 like we want. All right, folks, so we've been running this for about 2.5 hours at 250. We wanna make sure that we're at, you know, that 170-ish range. This is how you temp it, right? You stick your thermometer in there, we'll illuminate it, right? And we see we're right at around 169. So that means these bad boys are ready to pull off. We're gonna throw them in a pan, we're gonna sauce them, butter them, wrap them up. All right, so now we're gonna sauce them up. We don't wanna drown them. We don't wanna float them in sauce. We want them to get nice and covered. And then we're gonna just drop a little bit of butter in this whole thing. We're gonna be using Kinder's Hot Honey Barbecue Sauce on this spread tonight. I just try to get a bunch on each one. Like I said, we're not trying to overdo it. We're just trying to get them coated real nice. Nothing complicated. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a great idea. If you ever got your in-laws or anybody like that are coming over, you might just end up getting along with them. You're just gonna add in a couple pads of butter. You wanna end up putting in about a half a stick of butter, not much more, because again, you don't wanna like float these ribs in sauce as they're finishing their cooking. Right now we're gonna steam them. We put too much sauce in them, we're gonna drown them and almost boil them. And that's not in our intentions at all. Now we're just gonna cover them with aluminum foil and get them back out there. Back out on the smoker for about another hour and a half or so. We've been doing this for about another hour and a half. It's time to temp them bad boys. Let's fire this up, open it up. There we go. Stick that in there. And there you go, that's what we're looking at, right? All right, perfect. All right, so we pulled these bad boys off the smoker, right? So now we're gonna let them sit and cool down a little bit, 10 or 15 minutes. You don't gotta really let them rest like a steak or nothing to get them juices back in, because they've already been, soaking and braising in that butter and the barbecue sauce that we put on them. I know I said about 10 or 15 minutes. It's been approximately 4. I can't wait no longer. Rib, oh, yeah, look at that. Without further ado, I'm not trying to make nobody, on the other side of the camera jealous. This is what we're looking for, right, folks? We want that nice smoke ring around there. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that guy.